Right, hi everyone and welcome back. It's been quite a while with one thing and another, mainly work, so I haven't been over here much, but I have done a few bits, but most of it's been painting and stuff like that on like components and stuff, so I haven't really had anything to film, but I'll show you a quick look round what I have done and then I'll show you what I'm going to be doing today. Right, so let's have a look. Right. So as you know, I was putting all the springs and everything back in, so we've got all of them in, we've got all the shocks in, all of the suspension in. I haven't tightened up the bottom bolts down here yet, because I should wait and tighten them up once there's some weight in it. But got new discs. I was going to show rebuilding the calipers, but when I cleaned them up, all the pistons and everything look like absolutely like brand new. There's no rust on them at all, and I could see some anodizing on the calipers, so I think that they're fairly new. So it's actually done both sides. So yeah. So I haven't done a lot, but that's basically what I've done. But what I have also done is I've stripped down the brake servo, and that's all painted up, ready to go back together. Obviously this is the rest of it. I broke that, but it didn't matter because I already bought a new one of them anyway to rebuild it, and I've got a rebuild kit, which that's part of it, and the other part is, I don't know, here somewhere. I know it's here, but anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to get the servo back together, and then that could be bolted in out of the way. So yeah, that's where we are. Right, so I've given this a good clean up. This was amazingly clean, to be honest. I probably wouldn't have even needed to rebuild this, but I'd already bought the kit, so that's it. So I found the kit anyway. So you've got a couple of gaskets, a couple of seals, spacers. I think that one's for the servo, for the pipe that goes into the servo. So yeah, I need to take this apart, give it a bit of a clean up, and then put it back together, basically. Like I say, it's really not too bad at all. Just kind of keep a bit of a note of what you're doing. But I did have some brake grease which I used to rebuild, and I can't find it, but I found a tiny tub which has got a tiny bit in, so I just use that. I'm sure I bought a new tub. Right, that's that bit. Seal first, which is that one. Then we've got a washer. We got that, which is that. A spring. And then another washer. I would have bought a rebuilt one if you could, but it appears that you can't, so kind of just got to make it up as we go along, really. Just hope there hasn't been a part before and someone put it back together wrong. But not sure the best way to get the other end apart. Look that bit out of there. Looks like there's a pin in there. Hopefully we'll push that out. What it looks like. Pull that out, and then that'll slide off of there. So we can remember how it goes back together. Don't really know whether I needed to take that bit off. Now I've took it off, I'm thinking not. Alright, let's get a small screwdriver. We look that off of there. Like so. And try and force the new one back on there, like so. That's it, and even though I've just took that off of there now, I can't remember whether that's the right one or not. I think it is. I'll be back, I'm just going to go and check in the book. Oh yeah, that's right, that's fine. Right, so now I wish I never took that pin out, because now I've got to try and get that go. That was a dumb move. I really didn't need to take that out. Right, well the book says just put it back in. Okay. Alright, we'll fiddle about that and get that pin back in, otherwise you're going to be sitting there for ages. Right, so I've got all that back together now. Put a bit of brake grease on it. And put that back in there now. Now we're going to take this bit apart. Fit the new one of them on it. And we can bolt it all in the nice shiny painted casing. Hopefully these ain't all seized up. So far so good. 5 screws come out here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. It's all these little bits that's taken so long. And my enthusiasm levels. Alright, that's that off. And that off. Right, now, as I've got a gasket, I suppose I'll just take that off of there, but I don't know whether I'm going to bother. No, I've got a new gasket to go on there, but it's all in such good nick, I don't think I'm going to bother to strip it that far. We'll just put the new diaphragm and that in here. Like so. Right, so that's that bit together now. So what's next? Right, well, this little plate here will hold onto the casing. This casing. Obviously we've got a gasket there. Sits in there like that. If we're really lucky, we might even be able to line the bolts out in a minute. That's it. We've got one started now, at least. Now, ooh, that's going to look nice. Hopefully it works as well though, obviously. Alright, now I've got to try and find my bloody... Alright, socket. I've got too much stuff everywhere. I really ought to have a tidy up. Alright size? Yeah, that'll do them. Right, and we'll just bend the tags back over. It's got locking tabs on it. Right, you can see in there, tabs bent over now. Right, so the next bit, which is a bit of an awkward one when you take it to bits, and you've got to be careful you don't lose it, is you've got this little wedge, and this part which the diaphragm sits on, and in here there's like a slot, so that slides in there. So when you take it out, it is quite awkward. You have to sort of shake it while sort of holding this, and then it does drop out. Well, in my case it drops out and then you spend 20 minutes looking for it. That's it, that's caught in there now, like so. So you can see how it shakes out now because I've got to shake it out. I was just wondering why that was staying there, and that is because I haven't put the spring in. The spring just sits in there like that. And now, right, we've got a bit there where we've got to hook it in. Try it again. It's a bit fiddly. That's better. See, now that should come in and out like that. Lovely. Right, so that's on there. You got a new diaphragm. This kind of goes around there, which will also hold that wedge in. Right, that's almost it. What we've got to do now is just put the back on it. So line that pipe up, because that pipe's got to go from there to there. I'm trying not to do scratch it. In here there should be a screw to hold it all together. Get that on there, start that loose. What we're going to do, tighten that up, and that's it, we're about done with that. I'm quite pleased about how that's come up and how it looks. So you've got to put my pipe on. A new one of new rubber there as well. It's not modern rubber neither, it is new old stock. Seal kit, so oh now I've got my glove caught in it. Right, yeah, we get the idea. I'll get that straightened up and sorted. I'll get that bolted in. Right, so that's that bolted in its nice new home now. Do a bolt down there, and there's two up inside the inner wing. So yeah, right, so I've got a couple of other bits. Clean this up now, paint that up, and try and get the steering back on it. Right, so done for the day again. Never enough hours in the day, but right, so as well as getting that servo in, I've also painted up a few bits there for my anti-roll bar. Although I did spend about an hour in the other garage trying to find one of them, because I was absolutely sure that the one for this one, they're both together on the bench here, and there's only one there, so I don't know where that's gone. Painted up my bracket for me brake master cylinder to go on, which I can't find that either, so I've got a brand new one, but it might be at home. That's the trouble, I've got stuff at home and stuff here and stuff everywhere, and I don't know, but if it's not at home then it's definitely in here and I have to have another look. But a bracket for the steering idler, track rod ends and steering arm there. That's all cleaned up, steering box is in. So yeah, I've nearly got steering now. So next week I'll bet once that's dry, because that's still wet, and that. But yeah, hopefully we'll get the idler in next week, and then it'll be able to have some wheels on it and be back on the ground again, so I can actually move it and have a tidy up in here, because there's stuff everywhere again. But yeah, I've got these I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I bought these, which they got the proper crank in them, but when it's hanging there's not enough to pull it in. So I don't know whether anyone knows, does it matter? Because obviously once there's weight on the car, then this would go up and then it'd be fine, but I don't know. I'm not looking at it now anyway, but if anyone knows, let me know. If you don't, then I'll have a look next week and see what the original arms are like, see whether there's more movement in these ends here, or because it's a bit weird, it's a bit rubbish. But don't know, it might just be the way it's made, and once the weight's on it, it won't matter anyway. Once it's got that big heavy V8 in it, not that they're that heavy, but you know what I mean. Right, anyway, so that's it for now, and until next time, see you soon. I'll try not to be so long next time. See ya.